students. So don't have any negative thoughts. Failures are part of life, for which you have wonderful teachers. Go back to them. Go back to them. They are going to help you out. Okay? So I hope like these students will be great inspiration for you, great motivating factor for you, for a selfless, for like, for trying hard, a determined life. And once you have determined, you're taken a decision, yes, you're going to reach it. So I wish all the success to all the students. Ladies and gentlemen, within a short while from now, the Honorable Governor will be here to take
this, check this.
On behalf of Raj Bhavan, Tamil Nadu, we once again welcome you to the celebration of Janjatiya Gaurav Divas to honor Indian tribal freedom fighter Bhagwan Birsa Munda. His sacrifice, as I mentioned earlier, the struggle for preserving the rights and culture of tribals will continue to inspire generations. அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். தமிழ்நாடு ஆளுநர் மாளிகை சார்பாக ஜன்ஜாத்தியா கௌரவ் திவஸ், அதாவது பழங்குடியினர் பெருமை தின விழா கொண்டாட்டத்திற்கு வருகை தந்துள்ள அனைவரையும் வருக வருக என்று வரவேற்கின்றோம். சுதந்திர போராட்ட வீரர் மற்றும் பழங்குடி மக்களின் உரிமை காப்பாளனாக வாழ்ந்த திரு பகவான் பிர்சா முண்டாவின் வீர தீர செயல்களை நினைவு கூறும் விழா இன்று என்பதை எடுத்து கூற கடமைப்பட்டுள்ளோம். Honorable Prime Minister of India declared that Janjatiya Gaurav Divas or the Tribe Pride Day be celebrated as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Following the guidance and initiative taken by the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, the second Janjatiya Gaurav Divas is celebrated here today to pay homage to the selfless and meritorious sacrifice of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. And we are extremely happy to welcome faculties and students of EMR School Abhinavam, Salem District, EMR School Yerkad, Salem District, EMR School Singarai, Namakkal District, EMR School Attipattu, Thiruvannamalai District, EMR School Padurnadu, Tirupattur District, EMR School Empalada, the Nilgiris District, EMR School Vellimalai, Kallakurchi District, EMR School Kumri, Chengalpattu District, Kendriya Vidyalaya School, IIT Chennai. We also welcome the Vice Chancellors of various universities, students and faculties from the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai, students from the University of Madras, Chennai, students from Periyar University, Salem, faculties from various institutions, and the tribal students who cleared NEET exam and got admission in medical college. We are extremely happy that Shweta, B. Srimati, P. Swati and Ajay Kumar are amidst us, who with their sheer determination and grit have cleared the NEET examination, and just now they gave a wonderful speech as part of motivating all their friends. Ladies and gentlemen and dear students, the Honorable Governor will be here within a short while from now to take part in the Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. I'm sure it will be a very memorable day for the students because the Honorable Governor will have an interaction with you. He'll be sharing his illustrious experience, histories which I'm sure we wouldn't have even learnt about. So it's a great knowledge transfer program. So I request you all to listen to him intently. Ladies and gentlemen, we are immensely happy to announce the arrival of the Honorable Governor. We extend a very hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor who is here to take part in the Janjatiya Gaurav Divas celebration. Ladies and gentlemen and dear students, the Honorable Governor is here. We extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor who has taken various initiatives, and as part of his initiative, this year we are celebrating the second Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. National anthem followed by Tamil Thalaimurai.
नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विदाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गादा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विदाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த எழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிது தெக்கனமும் மதி சிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல்மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Now we request the Honorable Governor to pay floral tributes to the iconic leader. The students are also accompanying the Honorable Governor in paying floral tributes to the iconic tribal leader. The representatives of various NGOs are paying floral tributes. We now request the Principal Secretary to the Honorable Governor to deliver the welcome address.
அனைவருக்கும் இந்த காலை வணக்கம். Good morning to all of you. Good morning. That is the energy. Wow. Tamil Nadu Alunir Male ke sarba Janjatiya Gaurav Divas அதாவது பழங்குடியினர் பெருமை தின விழாவிற்க வர்க்கத்தின் உள்ள அனைவரும் வருகன் வரவேற்கிறேன். It is my great pleasure to welcome you all for this Janjatiya Gaurav Divas celebrations here. This is the second time we are doing the celebrations in this Raj Bhavan. The birth anniversary of Birsa Munda, Bhagwan Birsa Munda, is celebrated as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to commemorate the contributions of tribal communities who have enriched the life of the nation with their arts, crafts and hard work. In line with the valuable guidance of the Honorable Governor, we are celebrating this momentous day on behalf of Raj Bhavan. On 15 November 1875, as you all are aware, Bhagwan Birsa Munda was born to Suguna and Karmi at the village of Ulli, Atto in Chhattisgarh, present Jharkhand. Later he gone to German missionary school at Burju and passed the lower primary examination, and then there was turns in the life of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. This birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda is celebrated as Day of Pride by everybody, the nation-loving persons, particularly Janjatis, for the special significance of his life mission that has brought seminal changes in their lives. The entire nation reveres him and look up in his admission. You are aware that there is big statue in Parliament, India's Parliament, portrait in Parliament Museum that heralds the loudly and the resolve for the development of Janjatis by unleavening their values and ethos. The formation of Jharkhand state on his birth anniversary emphasizes the commitment of the country to the spirit and values he fought for. The war cry Birsa Munda Ki Jai of the Bihar Regiment of the Army encourages everyone to fight for the security and protection of the great nation. Bhagwan Birsa Munda was a revolutionary person. He was a very visionary person. He was a constructive genius who made pioneering efforts to unite the Janjatis, people from their political and cultural emancipation from the British. He inspired simple and honest Janjatis with the supreme spirit of nationalism. He was a great patriot and ultimately sacrificed his life at the age of 25, infusing hope and aspirations in millions of people and became a martyr. His struggle was a role model for the development of Janjatis. After Birsa Munda, who has inspired many Janjatis, many tribals revolted against the British colonial administration. Few I want to mention: in 1784 to 85, Mahadev Kohli tribe in Maharashtra, then Tilka Manji of Santal tribe, then Kurchias under the leadership of Talakkal Chando attacked the Britishers. In Wayanad, 1812, there was a big revolt. In northeast, Singhpos attacked British forces in Sadia in the 1830s. Kol tribe from the Chota Nagpur area raised the armed struggle in 1832. Khons in Gorissa fought in 1850. The great freedom struggle by Sindo Kano in Sandali region in 1855. Nilambar, Pitambar of Kharwar tribe have immense contribution to the freedom struggle in 1857 in Jharkhand. Bhagoji Naik, he led the Bhils struggle in 1857-58 in Maharashtra region. So there are many more in Mizoram, this Sentinelese Janajati people of Andaman Nicobar, then Lushai Janajati people of Mizoram. So from Andaman to northeast area, everywhere the tribals raised arms against the Britishers, thanks to the inspiration from Bhagwan Birsa Munda. The story of the people of India is incomplete without the supreme sacrifice of Bhagwan Birsa Munda and all these people, the unsung heroes. The tribals of India deserve the bright spotlight through the ages, their lives and movements proving to be the kernel of fire against the British Empire. I take this opportunity to welcome our Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu for the Janajati Gaurav Divas celebrations. Thank you, sir, for blessing this occasion. On behalf of Rajvan Tamil Nadu, I welcome Mr. Annadurai, Director Tribal Welfare, Vice Chancellor of I welcome Madam Sudha Seshan, Vice Chancellor of MGR University, Dr. Velraj of Anna University, the teachers and students of Eklavya Model Residential Schools, the teachers and students of Kendriya Vidyalaya School, faculty and students of various universities from Tamil Nadu. Today we are having with us two special speakers, Mr. Anbu Vanam and Miss Yaini. We welcome them also. My friend Alwar is here. There are many NGO representatives to we welcome you to Raj Bhavan. Thankful for this great occasion, you are facing this occasion. And people who spoke to you, the real role models who worked hard, who studied hard and got the NEET cleared and going to join the MBBS seats. So I welcome Srimati, Sweta, Swati and Ajay Kumar. Give them big hand. Finally, I welcome all the distinguished guests, print media, friends, officials and staff of Rajbhavan for joining us in this occasion. In the Nirajik Vargatindevla, Unanevarum, Mindu Morumure, Varga Vargan, Varvikren, Nandri Vanakam, Jai Hind, Jai Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, sir. The Vice Chancellor of Anna University will now honor the Honorable Governor. This is a day to celebrate, and I think this hall should be resounding with claps, happiness. Thank you, sir. The Deputy Secretary Controller will now felicitate the Director of Tribal Welfare. Good things should be repeated. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, the much-awaited moment, we will have inspiring speeches by two young people, and now I call upon Thiru Anbavanan, who is going to deliver a speech on the role of tribal leaders. Anbavanan is from Madras Medical College, who is the recipient of NTSE Scholarship 2017 and the Chennai District Topper in NEET UG 2019.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, respected dignitaries,
and my dear friends from the student community. A very good morning to you all. At the outset, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for this privileged opportunity to be speaking in front of this esteemed gathering today. On the occasion of the 75th year of India's independence, it is a great honor to celebrate the rich cultural diversity we have inherited. As young Indian citizens, it is a collective opportunity for us to appreciate this and share to the world our time-tested principles of universal kinship and unity and diversity. This underlying spirit of India was spelt by the great Tamil poet Kaniyan Pungudanar nearly 3,000 years ago in his words, Yadum Ure Yavarum Kelir. This saying has been recalled for its growing global relevance by several world leaders, including our Honorable Prime Minister in the UN General Assembly. Our motherland India is the home to one of the richest and most ancient civilizations in the entire world that has continued to evolve over time. Anyone who has traveled the length and breadth of the country will be mesmerized by its variety and maturity of our evolving heritage that respects development while also valuing the preservation of biodiversity and natural resources. We have a legacy of various tribes and clans who have lived in equilibrium with nature for several generations, shaping the India it is today despite numerous invasions across the ages. With pride and gratitude, I would like to recall the crucial role of few tribal heroes who struggled for our freedom. Each of them stood up to the forces of a mighty empire to safeguard the rights of our people, their land, and natural resources that we have thankfully inherited today. To begin with, I would like to talk about Bhagwan Birsa Munda, whose birthday we now celebrate as Janajatiya Gaurav Divas or Tribal Pride Day. Birsa Munda was a tribal hero from the Chota Nagpur tribal region. He was regarded as a freedom fighter and a folk hero, even though he passed away at the young age of 25. He promoted the value of cultural roots and made people realize the value of their land and the rights they have in connection with it. He soon understood that the British intended to plunder their farms and drive them into abject poverty while still forcing them to work as slaves. He spearheaded an uprising against the British in order to protest the forcible seizure of land. He was soon arrested and passed away while still in prison. Next, I would like to remember Tilka Majhi, who is one of the earliest known examples of tribal resistance against the British. Tilka Majhi, regarded as the first Adivasi leader from the Santal community, helped train the Adivasis into an army that was skilled in the use of bows and arrows in order to defend the land and its people. The Santal region experienced a terrible famine in 1770, following which began his Santal Hul, or the revolt of the Santals. Tilka was ultimately caught in the same year following the killing of Augustus Cleveland, the magistrate of Rajmahal. He was soon executed. Next, I would like to talk about two individuals who have recently been immortalized on the silver screen, Alluri Sitaram Raju and Kumaram Bhim. Alluri Sitaram Raju, an Andhra Pradesh native, gave his life fighting for freedom from the British. The locals refer to him as Manyam Virudu, or hero of the jungle. He helped the tribal people stand united against the British Empire and taught them guerrilla tactics so they could defend themselves and engage the English troops in battle. He was the leader of the Rampa Rebellion in 1922, which took place in the Godavari regions in present-day Andhra Pradesh. The British intended to utilize this land for commercial purposes, despite the fact that it was heavily populated by the indigenous people. The revolt, in the form of a guerrilla war, began in August 1922 and ended in May 1924 with Raju's capture and execution. Kumaram Bhim was a revolutionary leader in the Hyderabad state of British India from the Gond tribe. Kumaram Bhim grew up in the tribal populated forest within the traditional kingdoms of Chanda and Ballalpur, isolated from the rest of the world, and received no formal education. He kept moving from place to place throughout his life as the Gandhi people were becoming increasingly victimized by exploitation from zamindars and businessmen and through extortion by the jungle police. Bhim tried to lobby the Nizam of Hyderabad directly and sought to present the grievances of the Adivasis. On receiving no response, he then decided to engage in armed revolution. He started mobilizing the Adivasi population in Jodhgat, eventually calling a council of tribal leaders from the 12 traditional tribal districts of the region. The council decided to form a guerrilla army to protect their lands. They led the protracted rebellion against the feudal Nizams of Hyderabad in the eastern part of the princely state during the 1930s, which contributed in the culmination of the Telangana rebellion in 1946. Let us now remember a legendary personality from the northeastern state of Manipur, Rani Gaidanliu. Manipur-born Naga chieftain Rani Gaidanliu was renowned for leading an armed uprising against the British. Gaidanliu joined the Heraka religious movement in 1927 governance. 16. She was taken into custody by English troops in a surprise attack along with her supporters and never be forgotten. I pledge to uphold the values they stood for to benefit our society and our collective future. Thank you.
Thank you, Anbuvanan. Now we call upon Selvi B. Yarni, a research law assistant with an illustrious credentials of winning the Exemplary Young Leader Award in 2020. She is also the recipient of Ilaya Silampalli Award 2014. She will now share her thoughts on tribes in freedom struggle and nation building in Tamil.
புதுமைகள் செய்த தேசம் இது, பூமியின் கிழக்கு வாசல் இது. மரண வாயிலில் கிடப்பவனுக்கு மண்ணே மருந்து கரைசல்கள், தருமம் நடந்த தரையில் ஓடும் தண்ணீரெல்லாம் தீர்த்தங்கள். இந்த புண்ணிய பூமிக்கு என் தலைவணக்கம். மாண்புமிகு ஆளுநர் உள்ளிட்ட மேன்மைசால் அவைக்கு என் பணிவன்பான வணக்கம். நம் தியாக தலைவர்களின் அஸ்தியில் எழுந்தது நம் தாய் திருநாட்டின் அஸ்திவாரம் என்பதை நாம் மறத்தல் தகுமோ? நம் தேசிய கொடி சுதந்திரமாக பட்டொளி வீசி பறப்பது வீசும் காற்றினால் அல்ல, நம் தியாக தலைவர்களின் இறுதி மூச்சினால் என்பதை நாம் மறத்தல் தகுமோ? மறத்தல் தகாது என்பதால்தான் நம் மரியாதைக்குரிய பாரத பிரதமர் வரலாற்றில் இடம்பெற்ற இடம்பெறாத தியாக தலைவர்களுக்கு நன்றி செலுத்தும் விதமாக அண்மையில் சுதந்திர அமிர்த மகோத்சவத்தை தொடங்கி கொண்டாடிய போது அவர் குறிப்பிடுகிறார், அடிமை தலைகளை தம் இன்னுயிர் தந்து வேரறுத்த நம் தாய் திருநாட்டை மீட்டு தந்த தியாக வீரர்கள் ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் நாம் நன்றி கடன் பட்டிருக்கிறோம். இந்திய சுதந்திர போராட்டத்தில் பழங்குடியினர்களின் பங்கு மகத்தானது. அவர்களை நாம் எப்போதும் மறந்துவிடக்கூடாது. அவர்களின் தியாகத்தை நாம் நினைவில் கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்று நன்றியோடு நினைவு கூர்கிறார். கிஸ்தி, திரை, வரி, வட்டி. யாரை கேட்கிறாய் வரி, எதற்கு கேட்கிறாய் திரை என்று ஆங்கிலேயரை எதிர்த்து வீரமாக பேசினாரே வீரபாண்டிய கட்டபொம்மனை போல், சோட்டா நாக்பூர் பகுதியில் பழங்குடி மக்களை எல்லாம் ஒன்று திரட்டி அங்கு காட்டில் பயிரிடும் உரிமைக்கான வரி நிலுவை தொகையை தள்ளுபடி செய்ய ஒரு மிக பெரும் ஆர்ப்பாட்ட படையை திரட்டினார். மிக பெரும் மாவீரராக அங்கு ஒரு மிக பெரும் போராளியாக இருந்தவர் பிர்சா முண்டா. அவர் பழங்குடி மக்களுக்காக திரட்டி போராடியதுதான், அந்த மிக பெரும் போர்தான் அவர்களுடைய முதல் புரட்சியாக இருந்தது. தம்முடைய இன்னுயிரை கூட அவர்கள் பொருட்படுத்தாது மிகச்சிறந்த ஒரு மாவீரராக அவர்களை எதிர்த்து நின்ற விதம்தான் இன்று அவரை நாம் பழங்குடி மக்களின் ஒரு தேவ தூதனாக மட்டுமல்லாமல் தெய்வமாகவே கருதி போற்றி கொண்டாடி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். அவருடைய பிறந்த நாளான நவம்பர் 15 தான் மரியாதைக்குரிய பாரத பிரதமர் பழங்குடி மக்களின் பெருமை மிகு தினமாக கொண்டாட வேண்டும் என்றார். அதை மிகச் செம்மையாக செயல்படுத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறார் மேன்மை மிகு ஆளுநர் அவர்கள். இந்த இடத்தில் நாம் இன்னொருவரையும் நினைவு கூற வேண்டும். அவர் பழங்குடி மக்களுக்கான அடிப்படை உரிமைகளை முதலாக ஆயுதம் ஏந்தி போராடியவர். அவர் ஏறத்தாழ ஒரு 14 ஆண்டுகள் ஆங்கிலேய அரசுக்கு ஒரு மிக பெரும் சிம்ம சொப்பனமாக திகழ்ந்தார். அவர்தான் தில்கா மாஜி. இன்று பஹல்பூர் பல்கலைக்கழகம் அவருக்கு அவருடைய பெயரை தாங்கி தில்கா மாஜி பல்கலைக்கழகம் என்று அழைக்கப்படுகிறது. ஆனால் அன்று ஆங்கிலேயரால் அவர் கைது செய்யப்பட்ட போது மிக பெரும் கொடுமை நிகழ்ந்தது. ஒரு குதிரையின் வாலில் அவரை கட்டி இழுத்து சென்று தூக்கிலிடப்பட்டார். மனிதநேயம் மிக்க யாராக இருந்தாலும் அவரை நாம் மறந்துவிட மாட்டோம். ஆணுக்கு பெண் இங்கே இளைப்பில்லை என்பதை இந்த உலகுக்கு உணர்த்த வந்தவர் மலைமகள் என்றும் ராணி என்றும் பெருமையோடு போற்றப்படுபவர் ராணி கைடின்லியூ. அவர்களை நாம் மறத்தல் தகுமோ? தென்னாப்பிரிக்காவில் ஆங்கிலேயர்களை எதிர்த்து போராடி 16 வயதில் சிறைக்கு போனவர் தில்லையாடி வள்ளியம்மை. அவரை நினைவில் வைத்திருக்கும் நாம் ராணி கைடன்லிவையும் நினைவில் வைத்து வணங்க கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறோம். அவர் ஆங்கிலேயரின் மிஷனரிஸ் இருந்தது. அவர்களுடைய ஆதிக்கத்தால் அவர்களுடைய பழம்பெரும் மதமான ஹிராக்காவை அழிந்துவிடும் என்று தெரிந்து அதை காப்பதற்காக நாகா மக்களின் பழம்பெரும் மரபுகளையும் அவர்களுடைய சாங்கியங்களையும் காப்பாற்றுவதற்காக களம் இறங்கினார். அப்போது அங்கு பழங்குடியினரின் வாழ்வு மிகவும் மோசமாக இருந்தது. அவர்களுடைய நிலை மிகவும் பரிதாபமாக இருந்தது. அவர்கள் மீது கடுமையான வேலைகள் திணிக்கப்பட்டன. வீட்டு வரி, நிலவரி எல்லாம் திணிக்கப்பட்டன. அதைவிட கொடுமை ஒன்று இருந்தது. அங்கு ஆங்கிலேயர்கள் செல்லும் போது அவர்களுக்கு என்னெல்லாம் தேவையோ அதையெல்லாம் இவர்கள் இலவசமாக செய்து கொடுக்க வேண்டும். அது மட்டுமல்ல, ஆங்கிலேயர்கள் எங்கேயாவது செல்ல வேண்டும் என்றால் அப்போது அவர்களை இவர்கள் தோள்களின் மேல் சுமந்து செல்ல வேண்டும். இந்த நிலை ராணி கைடன்லியூவுக்கும் வந்தது. அப்போது அவர் புழுவாய் உன்னை இகழ்வார் முன் புலியேர் என திகழ்வாய் என்று அவர் உள் இருந்து வெடித்த அந்த சுதந்திர கனல் என்பது மிக பெரும் காட்டுத்தீயாக பரவியது. அவர் ஆங்கிலேயர்களை எதிர்த்து முதல் செயல்பாட்டாக அசாமில் இருந்த துப்பாக்கி தளத்தை தாக்கினார். இது ஆங்கிலேயருக்கு மிக பெரும் கோபத்தை அளித்தது. அதனால் அவர்கள் அவரை மிக தீவிரமாக தேடிக்கொண்டிருந்தார்கள். அப்போது அவர்கள் சொல்கிறார்கள், நீங்கள் யாராவது ராணி கைடன்லியூவை கண்டுபிடித்து வந்தால் இல்லது அவர்கள் இருக்கும் இடத்தை நமக்கு காட்டினால் கூட போதும், உங்களுக்கு வரி தள்ளுபடி செய்யப்படும், உங்களுக்கு பரிசு கிடைக்கும். இப்படி அறிவிக்கிற ஆங்கில அரசு நமக்கு என்ன உணர்த்துகிறது? ராணி கைடன்லியூவின் புரட்சி எத்தகைய வீரியம் நிறைந்தது என்பதை நாம் இந்த பரிசின் மூலமே உணர்ந்து கொள்ளலாம். பிர்சா முண்டா, தில்கா மாஜி, ராணி கைடன்லியூ மூவருமே வீர சுதந்திரம் வேண்டி நின்றார், பின்பு வேறொன்று கொள்வாரோ என்கிற மாக்கவி பாரதி சொன்னது போல் எந்தவித எதிர்பார்ப்பும் இன்றி, அங்கீகாரம் இன்றி, பட்டமோ பதவியோ பணமோ எந்தவித எதிர்பார்ப்பும் இன்றி மிக இளம் வயதில் நம் தேசத்திற்காக போராட முன் வந்தவர்கள், அவர்கள் வாழ்க்கையை அர்ப்பணித்தவர்கள் என்பதை இந்த இளைய தலைமுறை அகம் கொள்ள வேண்டும். கண்ணீரும் செந்நீரும் இன்னுயிரும் தந்து பெரும் பாடுபட்டு பெற்றுத்தந்த சுதந்திரத்தை நாம் பேணி காட்பது என்பது தியாக வீரர்களுக்கு நன்றியோடு இருப்பது மட்டுமல்ல, அதோடு நின்றுவிடக்கூடாது. எந்த இந்திய தாய்க்கு இதுவரை நான் என் செய்தேன் என சிந்திப்பதும், வந்தனைக்குரிய நம் நாட்டிற்கு வளங்கள் சேர வழிவகுப்பதுமே நம் இளைஞர்களின் கடமையாக இருக்க வேண்டும். அண்மையில் பாரத பிரதமர் அவர்கள் மகந்தார் தாமின் மங்கர் தாமின் பெருமை கதை என்கிற ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் நேற்றைய இந்தியா, இன்றைய இந்தியா, நாளைய இந்தியாவின் வரலாறில் பழங்குடியினர்கள் மக்கள் இல்லாமல் அந்த வரலாறு முற்று பெறாது. அவர்கள் இந்திய சுதந்திரத்திற்காக போராட்டத்தில் அந்த வரலாற்றில் ஒவ்வொரு பக்கத்திலும் அவர்களின் இரத்தமும் சதையும் தியாகமும் வீரமும் பொறிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கின்றன என்று குறிப்பிட்டதை நாம் இங்கு நினைவு கூர்வது பொருத்தமாக இருக்கும்.
I respond. I give you replies. Okay? Now, who will start the first? Who will be the first? I would like to know. Let's see. Who is first? Get up. Don't feel shy. I know highest says, get up, come. Yes. Give mic. Yes. Ice is broken. And then you will find flood of questions. Yes.
Actually, I had a doubt.
First tell your name, school, and then you must ask the question.
Well, I'm Anubhav from KVIT Chennai. So I had a doubt. There have been numerous tribal leaders, as we have just heard. So why are we celebrating only Birsa Munda the most, and why is his birthday only regarded Janjatiya Gaurav Divas if there were so many others such as Rani Ghaidan-Liu, as I just heard from the others?
Anubhav, you have asked a very, very good question. That question, the answer to that is everything about what we are doing. Now, sit down. Anubhav, sit down. You know, there are so many tribes, so many have given their sacrifices. In fact, what I will do is, and I think I should respond. I thought because this sums up the whole essence, the program of today. You know, these people whom we call tribe, we didn't call them tribe before. They were people of this country, people living in different areas. Somebody living in plains, somebody living in forest, somebody living in mountains and hills, and they all lived happily together. People from the forest used to come out and sell there used to be barter trade. Forest produce, they will bring honey, they will bring lac, they will bring a lot of precious things from the forest. They will sell, and from the people of the plain, they will buy things like salt, they will buy some rice and other, sometimes even the metals, metal utensils. So people used to live in a perfect harmony. They were not isolated people. Like we think today, that tribes are all people who are cut off from the society rest. It was not the case till the British came. Until then, they were not called tribes. They were neighbors of the people. Every community, every place has its own name. Now, they interacted on a day-to-day basis. There were many social functions where a function in the area which we call tribe will not be complete unless the people from the other part, they come and participate. Similarly, in the what we call non-tribal other areas, their functions, their festival will not be complete unless some leaders from the tribes, their families, they come and participate. There are many. And this tradition is alive even in some parts of the country, even today. For example, I tell you, in Manipur, in the plains there are Meitei, in the hills there are tribes. Now there are major festival of the play will not be complete because the tribes are considered the elder brother. So they have to come and be part of this, otherwise the festival will not begin. Now, and these examples are all over. What happened is that the British, they created this separation. They started labeling. And over the time, they created a consciousness that they are different. They are not different. They are as much different as we are all. They are part of the same family, Kudumbam of Bharat. They also played some names have been given. I am so happy people have named about Rani Gaidinliu, people, other Manji and so many other people. There are so many. Every place, people from what we call tribes, they have fought. They have named a few because it's not the mental slavery which the British has created, that they are tribes. British created theory of race, the theory of tribes, so many. We have to break that. Now, it is only recently, nobody ever talked about contribution of tribal leaders or tribals to our tribal brothers and sisters to the national freedom movement. We didn't talk about it. It took almost more than 70-75 years for someone to say, no, we must do it. And so, we said it is a day of pride. We have to respect them, honor them, and feel a sense of pride for we being a member of their family. That they have done so much for our national freedom. A day of pride is also a day of consciousness. When we are celebrating today the day of pride for our Janajatis, our tribes, at least we are sitting so many people, we are talking. You will go and talk among your own friends and all. Awareness comes. You know why Birsa Munda? Birsa Munda is very little understood. I will tell you the story of Birsa Munda, what he did. Somebody will say, okay, at the age of 25, he resisted for land and all. He did much more. I will tell you the story, what he did. You know, when the British came, and they started capturing territory of India, the first they started with Bengal. You know, it was in 1757, the Battle of Plassey happened, and Robert Clive, he took over. He was the British representative of the East India Company. He defeated Sirajuddaula, Nawab of Bengal, and took over Bengal. After they took over Bengal and they started surveying the area, what all wealth is there for them to extract, take away. They went towards Assam side. You know Assam is a state. When they went to Assam, they did not find anything worthwhile. But suddenly, they found in some area of Assam that tea, wild tea was growing. The tea, wild plants of trees were growing in Upper Assam. There is a place called Sadia. Brahmaputra river, it is on the bank of it. When they found a wild growth of tea plantations, tea plants, then they saw an opportunity, because those days, that was in the year 1830. That was the time when they realized, at the time tea was a very, very precious good. And the China had the control over the international tea market. They were earning a lot of money by selling tea. British, when they discovered tea, they wanted to do the large scale tea plantation and compete with the Chinese in tea market. So what they did, they took over a large part of the land, almost 650,000 hectares of land they took over in Assam for tea plantation. But where do they get the manpower? They had no manpower. From where they will get it? Because tea is a labor intensive industry. It needs a lot of labor. And then they started picking up people from what is then called Chota Nagpur, area of Birsa Munda. They started capturing them, catching them, kidnapping them. Sometimes they will inducing them, innocent people, okay, you come over there, you have got it, without telling where exactly, you will get more, you will have a better opportunity, you will get so much wealth. So through inducement, through force, they started kidnapping the people from Chota Nagpur and taking them to Assam as a forced laborer. By 1860-65, they had taken away almost 500,000 people from Chota Nagpur to that area. They were taken as slave, and there used to be slave market. Those markets were located in today's Bangladesh. It was part of Bengal. There were so many slave markets. There were so many middlemen who were helping the British also in catching these fellows and taking them. And then people, those who wanted to, the British people, those who wanted to have the tea plantation, they would come over there and they would inspect. They used to be stripped naked. Look at the teeth, how young, how healthy, how unhealthy. All those, and then they used to have the price. They used to be sold at 2 rupees, 2 rupees 50 paise, 3 rupees. That was the price at which they used to be sold. Now that, I am not going into the detailed story of that, but large scale transportation of people from Chota Nagpur to Assam for tea plantation, that started depleting the population there, the working age population, because they needed young people to go and work. Not only to go and work, but a young female also to go and work and produce children. So the local area, they got huge shortage of manpower. And the local economy started getting affected. And Birsa Munda was the one who led the resistance against this labor market, taking enslaving, not labor, this slavery. The taking the people from Chota Nagpur, taking them away to far off. They will never return. Never. They were there forever. They died. They produced children. Their children also became slaves on the tea gardens. Now, Birsa Munda was the first major leader who led the movement against British taking the people from Chota Nagpur away to a distant place and thereby not only disturbing the society, the families, but even the local economies. You know, those slaves, those who were taken, they were slaves. You must remember, they were slaves. Being sold at 2 rupees, 2 rupees 50 paise. If somebody is very young and healthy, 5 rupees used to be the price. And they used to be taken from place to Upper Assam. I told you Sadia area where they had the first tea by boat. Big boats. Used to have boats like ships. It used to take 3 months to cover a distance of 700 kilometers along Brahmaputra upstream. 1/3 of them used to die before they reached. How did they die? These slaves were being taken and displaced for tea industry, tea plantation by the British. You know, yes, there are others whose contributions are no less valuable. But Birsa Munda is far more inspiring. Far more, there has to be one leader to glorify the entire community. If one question can be asked, yes, why not Tirath Singh? Why not Raja of, there's Jagdalpur in Chhattisgarh? He also fought. He was a tribal leader. He also fought. Tirath Singh was a Khasi leader, fought in Meghalaya. So many people fought, not one or two. Hundreds and hundreds of people have fought and died. Thousands of them have died. But someone had to be taken as. And somehow the legend of Birsa Munda has been so alive in that central India, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh area, that people, they remember him. So when you name, now, not many people know Rani Gaidanlu. Rani Gaidanlu people have started doing only when? Later, recently, a few years back, central government awarded with a Padma Award posthumously. Then she was also honored. Of course, she was given award even earlier. She was recognized because she died after independence. But she started getting more and more recognition in the public circle. But Birsa Munda has been in the folklore. I, as a primary school student, when I was studying in class 4, I studied in my school book a story. Birsa Munda killed a tiger. You know, how this young man, at the age of 16, he fought and killed a tiger. That was so Birsa Munda lives in the folklore of that whole area. Much larger number of people, they know Birsa Munda. And at a young age, he fought for a very powerful cause. He is picked up. Someone had to be picked up. Because we are glorifying the entire community. It's not just one. Entire. There has to be symbol. And Birsa Munda became the symbol of our pride. Our pride that the tribal people of Bharat, in fact, for lack of words, we are using the word tribal. It is very unfair. When I came to Tamil Nadu, I wanted to know about the tribal people of Tamil Nadu. These people. I got from the government some books written by the British. Oh, these are the books, tribals. You know what they did? Unfortunately, our people have not done much work on them with that sense of kinship that you are part of the family. What the British did? How they used to find out the tribals, which tribe is different. They used to have vernier caliper. Have you studied in high school students? You must be doing some experiment, measuring the length. Caliper, slide caliper, have you heard of it? Don't you do in your physics some experiment, measuring the length and all? Slide caliper. They used to have vernier caliper. Vernier was the name, that is how it is named. To measure the length of the bone, of the nose, the face, the cheek. Is it the way to treat a human being? If you start measuring the nose and bone, all of you, about 200 people sitting here, all are different. How can you measure it? And they started a discipline called anthropometric. Anthropometric to how to find out the difference between the communities. So this community's nose is of this size, elevation is this, nose bridge is this, there is a depression, there is no depression, the jaw is like this. Human beings subjected to these kind of studies. There is no such a study for the white people. There is no such a study for the British, French, Germans or Americans. But this is the study which they did for it. And our people are carrying that. I was disappointed that even after 75 years, when I want to know something about our people, the book given to me by Thurston, Pearson, all these guys, those who have done, they have used this slide caliper and vernier caliper to measure the bone of the face and nose. Is it the way? This mental slavery of ours, that we still keep looking at them as they are different. This is what is painful. This has to go. This Divas, this day, and Birsa Munda, by the fact that at that young age he fought, he died for a cause which was affecting the large number of people. He is chosen as a hero, as a national hero. He was not a tribal hero. Somebody says tribal hero. No, they are all national heroes. You know, we must be proud of them. Yes, come next. Next question. Yes, come. Oh, I will come to you next. Let her see that. Come. Yes, give her the mic.
I'm Mridini from.
What's the name?
Mridini.
Pradini.
Mridini. Mridini Mittal.
Mridini.
I'm from KVIIT Chennai. you said that we must erase the discrimination between the tribals and people. So for this, I was actually wondering this. We give reservation seats to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe women, but doesn't this just enhance the differences? Doesn't this just show that we think that they are not capable without the reservation seats?
You know, Siddharth, again an important question. You know what? You have a large family. And in your large family, you know, earlier people used to have large family. When I was a child, my family, I had about 25 members. Now people will say, how can you have 25? There are larger families also. Your father, your uncles, your brothers, you know, aunties and so many living together. Now somebody is weak. Somebody is weak, needs care, needs helping hand. You can say they are all family members. What happened is, this long period is what is called affirmative action. Reservation is the fact, it is because these are the people, those who have suffered for a very long time. They need to be given helping hand. They need to come up and be at par with others. When that day comes, perhaps there may not be any need for it. But until that comes, we cannot leave our own family members, those who have suffered for such a long time, those who have been left behind in education, in health, in infrastructure. As a result, their livelihood is also affected. If you are educated, you get better livelihood. If you are healthy, you are able to get a better job. But if you are not, then you suffer. So the difference, the gap has to be filled. And for that, affirmative action is needed. One can say, yes, I am also intelligent, why I am not getting it? Fine. But in a family, there has to be adjustment. In a family, if you treat the country as a family, country for people as a family, then those who have been left behind for long, they have to be given assistance until they come and be at par with others. So that is not the way to look at it. It has to, if you do not do that, they will be left forever. We cannot afford that. No, we cannot. Next, yeah, behind. Oh, follow.
I'm Nicole from K.
Possible they started creating it. So we
பாதுகாப்பு மற்றும் பசுமை காலநிலை மாற்ற எதிர் உணர்வு திட்டத்தை 920 கோடியே 56 லட்சம் ரூபாய் மதிப்பில் ஜப்பானிய பன்னாட்டு கூட்டுறவு நிறுவன உதவியுடன் செயல்படுத்தப்பட உள்ளது. இந்த திட்டத்தில் பல்லுயிர் பாதுகாப்பு, இயற்கை வள ஆதாரங்களை அதிகரித்தல், குன்றுதலை தடுத்தல், நிர்வாக கட்டமைப்புகளை வலுப்படுத்துதல் போன்ற பணிகளை மேற்கொள்ளப்பட உள்ளன. இது மட்டுமின்றி இந்த ஆண்டு முதல் நபார்டு நிதி உதவியோடு தரம் குன்றிய
in our country, south of it is called Dravid region, north is called Arya region. South, that is why Panch Dravida, Panch Arya concept. The whole area of north of Dravid, north of India is 5 zones south of Dravid, of India. But they created it as race. Similarly, all these communities. Now, we started, even after the British left, they had created our textbook, which our students used to, we all studied those very textbook. We continued reading those textbook even after the British left. We continued looking at our country in the way the British kept looking at our country. We did not look at our country the way it was before the British, as a family. People moving from north to south, south to north, east to west, west to east, people used to move. The 1 month long festival going to happen, what is called Kashi Tamil Sangamam. I don't know how many of you have heard it, but because this place, Tamilgam, the place, the home where the Tamil speaking people they live, they all along the route from people all over the country, they go to Kasi, they come to Rameswaram, they go to, this is a part of the life. And there were so many places for their people, for the travelers to come and stay and travel during the course of the travel. They used to, but there were facilities provided by the people all along for them to stay, have meal, take rest. If you are sick, there are there are doctors who used to treat them, they move forward. Now this they disrupted, they dismantled it. As a result, the movement has stopped. People became a stranger. Now this festival is essentially to restore that. That look, people of Tamil Nadu, you go to any village, any of the area, you will find Vishwanatha temple. You have Shiva's temple all over. But Shiva's temple, we all accept that the Kashi Vishwanath is the seat of Shiva, and Shiva is everywhere. So people from here used to go, people that go and worship, people from there used to come and worship here. Now this, the way the British looked as different, they tried to divide the country. Why is it that the Kashi Tamil Sangamam did not happen before? We all know it is there. It is there on record that people have been going. Even you go to any of the Adhinams, they all go to Kashi. We all go to people from there, they all come to Rameswaram. Thousands and thousands of people come every year from all over the country. But to be conscious of it as a family, difference in the way we dress, there may be difference even in the way we eat the food. There can be different places. You go to Punjab, they will eat more wheat. Here we eat more rice, but so to go to East, people eat a lot of rice, they don't eat wheat. So you have different habits. But with all these different habits and different cuisine and dress and all, at some level, at the basic level, we are all member of a family. The way to look at it, that we are all part of a family, unfortunately, we did not do it for a very long time. We kept looking at our country the way the British had made us to look at. So that is why it has taken time, but we are making the correction. We are now looking at the whole country as one family. Thank you. Next. Come.
Questions in Tamil are also welcome.
Yes. You can ask in Tamil. No issue. Somebody will help me.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Vihan. I'm from Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT campus. My question is that we all know that tribes are a part of our family. So what has the government done to bring that gap up again, to make them our family and close to us again? And what can we as students do to help the government to take this step?
What's your name again?
Vihan.
Vihan, thank you. Very bold. Very good. Vihan, you said that we know that they are part of our family. This knowing has to be felt. We know a lot of things, but do we feel it? If we feel it, then it becomes part of the family. Otherwise, it becomes only superficial understanding. So, this days like Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, like Day of Pride for the tribes, for all of us, is to make us conscious, to make us feel. As far as what the government is doing, they are trying to help by creating, giving helping hand, building hospitals, roads, schools. You have a Club Vidyalaya where we have a government tribal residential schools where we are putting them. So these are measures by which government is doing it. But that is not enough. Government alone cannot bridge the gap. The initiative has to be taken. There are a number of NGOs which are doing very good work. Some of them are present here. They are doing very good work. It has to be a social initiative, all of us. It has, because the gap is not just economic gap. Gap is not just gap in terms of physical development. But gap, unfortunately, has also become an emotional gap that you are different. The social initiative, the society, we, for example, you all as students, you ask your teacher sometime to have a meeting with the students of Eklavya, students of GTR, meet them, see how they are, how they actually see you, who you are. In schools, many schools, you have exchange program. Students from one school go to some other school, they all come here for a week, for 10 days, for a whatever period. Can we do some exchange program for the schools in the tribal areas and schools here? Let us say KV, IIT here, Madras can start that. So let us do that. And when you go there, you must go there with a proper briefing that they may not be, like you can feel that, okay, they may not be as smart. No, they are very smart. Only thing is, they may not be smart the way you are smart. They may be smart in their own way. So meet them, let there be exchange, let there be interaction among the students of the tribal students are there and the students where non-tribal students are there. That way, understanding, seeing, knowing about them, knowing about some stories about their community, their food, what they eat, how they eat. You will find it very, very interesting. Because only when you see and meet a person, only when you are in which class? You are in class 9. Only when you go and meet a your students of class 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you see them, then you will start saying, oh, yes, we are all alike, we are all there, because we are all human beings. You will be able to appreciate them much better. Unfortunately, the initiative to understand them at the social level is lacking. We need to take. There are initiatives for development. Okay, some NGOs come and set up schools. Okay, there will be education. Education, they will say, is good. It's very good because imparting good education is good. So they can get empowered. But the feeling that we are one, that doesn't come. That will come only when the social initiative happens, when at the society level, and when I say society, it can be at all. Society, no abstract. You raise a very right question. And if there is anybody from his school and other school, think of it. Can you organize? Now you have Annadurai who is here for this department, tribal development. Now he can also play a role by which you can have exchange a student exchange, so that they see each other, they know about each other. That will be a good initiative. Thank you. Any next? Yes.
Good morning, sir. I am Varnika Kulshresh from Kendriya Vidyalaya IIT Chennai, 10th standard. My question is like, you told that there are...
One second, can you ask the question in Tamil?
Sorry, ma'am, I can ask in Hindi.
Yeah, no, English.
So, as we know, you only told that there are special schools for tribals, like where tribal people are given more priority. So, you told that they are as smart as us, they are as intelligent, they are smart, they are capable of studying as what we can do. So, why can't we have government schools? Like, why is there a difference between government schools and like tribal schools? Why is there a difference between private schools and like government schools? Because when we meet any person, we say that we are from government school, we are from tribal school. They make faces that, oh, you are from tribal school, so you might not know much about what we know. So there is a little bit of discrimination in this. So considering our school, KV IIT Chennai, where like people from various cultures all around the world come, let's take culture, let's take backgrounds, like I belong from a total different background. So can we merge tribal schools and government schools, as you told that the feeling of one?
Okay. You know what? This is, in fact, many times we create some system and we don't adequately monitor or review it. I have visited many schools which are, I won't say many, but quite a few schools which are run by the tribal department. And there is a general complaint that the standard of teaching is poor. All kinds of problems they do raise compared to other schools. So, at some level, though it has been started with a good intention, that they must have a special, because the areas which you have tribal are more in number, they are populated area, there should be school, naturally they will become tribal school. But their management, their curriculum, their teachers, their transfer teacher appointment, all those things are highly questionable now. I tell you, I have got complaints from many. That the standards are poor, they are not being given. The midday meal standards are poor, I have heard about it. So there is enough justification to give a fresh look whether we should think of breaking this barrier and trying to, or how to improve it. Yes, there is a point. Yes. Next question I would like to hear from any of the Eklavya. No, Eklavya.
Ekalavya Palli Manavargal.
Eklavya students. Yes.
தமிழ்ல கேள்விகள் கேட்கலாம். வரவேற்கப்படுகின்றன.
Honorable Sir, I am R. Madhumita from Eklavya Model Residential School, Namakkal District. Sir, we are speaking about tribes. Why, sir, a lot of classification in tribes itself?
Why there is so many classification among tribes?
Yes, sir.
It is a big problem. I also asked the same question. Why there is so many classification among tribes? This is the legacy that we have. This is what they created. You know, I tell you one story. When I went to Northeast, I was told that there are 16 Naga tribes. Sit down. When I went closer, then I found that each tribe, so-called one tribe, they have large number of others and they don't see eye to eye, they are all different. These classifications are very artificial. The fact is that no two human beings are alike, completely alike. There are differences. But clubbing some people and giving it a label that you are this, it has created a lot of problem. Very big problem. As a result, we have today number of tribes are hundreds and hundreds. So many, in thousands in fact. But if you go closer, the number further goes up. So many. Now, one example. I went to one tribe, they call Cognac. When I went closer, no, we are not going. This is among the Cognac themselves. No, we are not that. We are that. There are 29. Now, if you start differentiating or looking at people from differences, minor differences, we will all be 200 tribes. We are 200 about. That's not the way. That was a very faulty way of looking at. Unfortunately, we have not come out of it yet. And when we say that we are a member of a family, it means we want to look it a different way. Not having too many this, that, and so many classification. These so many classification, even at the time in 1950, when the first in the Constitution of India declaration came the number of tribes. And 1951 census was done. The last census, 2011, the number of tribes have more than doubled from where they came. After all, I mean, we are all descendants of our forefathers, okay? But the number of tribes which was in 1951, today number of tribes have become doubled. And maybe 20 years later it can be tripled. Now, this way of looking at the country by dividing people, that no, because every village has its own custom, okay? The way its own Kuladevata, its own tribe, own way of worshipping, its own way of eating, its own way of rites, rituals. So if you start, and even major villages, different parts of the villages have different systems. So if you start dividing the people based on this, then the division will keep going up. So the seeds of division that British planted, it has resulted in doubling the number of tribes in last 75 years. The seed is growing, tree is growing, division is happening. We have to break that. We have to look at it. This is a serious problem, fundamental problem that you have raised. Why is it that? It is a very serious problem. In a fish, scales, you have seen the fish. Fish has a lot of scales. Not all fish, but many of the river fish, they have scales. If you start removing each scale, there will be thousands of scales. Do you look at the fish from the point of scales, or it is one fish? This is one family. It is not. If you start looking at division, there will be a problem. There is a problem, and we are trying to overcome that. Yes, next. I would like to hear something from students from Eklavya and GTR, because I have heard a lot from the IIT Madras KV. I have heard. I like to hear from tribal. Yes.
வந்திருக்கக்கூடிய எல்லா ட்ரைபல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்னு சொல்லி விழாவில் சிறப்பு ஏற்றிருக்காங்க. எங்களுடைய பர்சன்டேஜ் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணாதான் நாங்கள் வேலை வாய்ப்பில் மேன்மை அடைய முடியும். மூணாவது, எங்களுடைய வேலை வாய்ப்பு திறனில் அதுக்கு தகுதியான நபர் இல்லைன்னா அந்த வேக்கண்ட்டை பிளேஸை வேக்கண்ட்டாக வைக்கணும். கேரி ஃபார்வர்டு வேக்கண்ட்டையும் போய் வச்சுருக்கணும். அதை டைவெர்ட் பண்ணி அதர் கம்யூனிட்டியில் கொண்டு போய் ஃபில்லப் பண்ணுறாங்க. அப்போ எங்கள் மக்களுக்கு கிடைக்கக்கூடிய பணி கிடைக்கப்போ தடை செய்கிறாங்க. நான்காவது, ஆதி திராவிட பழங்குடி தலைவர்கள் இருக்கக்கூடியவங்களுக்கு பழங்குடியை சார்ந்த ஒரு அதிகாரி நியமிக்கப்பட்டால்தான் எங்களுடைய கஷ்டம் உங்களுக்கு புரியும். அதர்வைஸ் அதர் பீப்புள் எஃப்சி ஆர் பிசி ஏதாவது போட்டாங்க, தடங்கள் கோமணம் கட்டி வாழ்ந்தார். நான் 4 முழம் வேஷ்டி கட்டியிருக்கேன். எங்கள் அப்பா ஒரு துண்டு போட்டிருந்தார். எங்களுக்கு ஆத்தரைஸ்டாக ஒரு இடத்தினுடைய இருப்பிட சான்றிதழ் வழங்கணும்னா கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப சிரமப்படுறாங்க. எங்கள் அப்பா வாத்தியார், 2nd கிரேட் வாத்தியாராக இருந்தார். நான் போஸ்ட் மாஸ்டர் படித்து நான் வந்தேன். அது ஒரு பாடு என் பிள்ளைங்க நல்லா படிச்சிருக்கு, வந்திருக்கு. இதெல்லாம் இந்த பேசிக் இதை இந்த பழங்குடி தின பெருமை விழாவிலேயாவது களையப்படணுன்றது என்னுடைய ஆனரபிள் ரெக்வஸ்ட். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
It's okay. There are problems about reservation. Reservations is actually, there are 2 types of reservation. One is in the center, another is in the state. In the central government, reservation is for the central government post. Now, there we have a fixed reservation based on all India level population of scheduled tribe, scheduled caste. At the state level, it is based on the population in that state. In Tamil Nadu, population of scheduled tribe as per 2011 census is just about 8 lakhs. It is just about 1% plus. So that is how they have, state has fixed it at 1%. Actually, the problem is more than 1% or more, making it 1%, more than 1% is essentially with what sensitivity we are addressing the problem. For example, our state has got almost about, population is around 8 crores. Now 8 crores and we have 8 lakhs. Now if it is done with adequate sensitivity and sense of a family, these 8 lakhs people would have come up long ago. It is a small number, they could have come up. Unfortunately, we have not looked at it from that perspective. We look at it, okay, 1%, so we fix it a 1% job. Otherwise, this small, now there are states which they have a larger number, so they have a larger number of reservation in there. Now that is an issue which is a policy which you have said, you have a point, you have raised it, it's all fine. But what we are looking at it is how to sincerely, what all initiative to be taken so that our Janajati, our tribes, and those who are marginalized, they all come up, no longer remain marginalized. How come? It is a matter of shame for the country that even after 75 years, there are people who are deprived of basic things. So they are so much behind. So this is, we are trying to correct, and I hopefully things will improve. Yes, next somebody was got some girl was, yes, come.
Vanakkam sir, I am Kirija sir, 12th standard in Ekalaiva Girls Model Residential School, Salem district.
Listen carefully.
இப்போ நான் படித்து முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் போலீஸ் ஆகணுன்றது என்னோட ஆம்பிஷன். அதை நான் அச்சீவ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு உங்களால் முடிஞ்ச ஆலோசனை சொல்லணும் சார்.
உட்காருங்க. You want to be a police officer? Very good. Physically fit, mentally alert, and what kind of police officer you want to become? Which service you want to go? You want to go to All India Service, IPS, you want to go to the states? You want to go to DSP? Very good. So, which class you are?
Standard.
You are in?
12th standard.
12th standard. Okay, right. Now, You, what are your subjects? Mathematics?
Yes.
PCM, physics, chemistry, mathematics. Good. Study hard, do well. You do your graduation and then write the exam. 7 hours? And how many hours do you sleep?
Minimum 5 hours.
Eh?
5 hours.
You sleep for 5 hours. Okay, and you study for 7 hours. And then the rest of the time you are in the school, okay? And what about Sunday or holidays? How many hours?
Practice ku poiruvesen.
Eh?
Practice ku poiruvesen. Sports practice.
So how many hours? You do a sports practice.
Yes, sir.
Which sports?
Athletics.
Athletics. Do you want to be an athlete?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, do you take part in the athletic competition?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you carry on with it. This is good. If you are, but then 5 hours sleep is little less. I think as a student 5 hours is, I should have said is okay, but because you are an athlete, you should have some more sleep. Because I was not an athlete, so I could afford 5 hours sleep. But you are an athlete, your body needs rest. So you should be able to sleep for chemistry, 1 hour math, and then biology also. Okay, so you are studying both biology and math both. 1 hour biology and then 3 more hours. Tamil English. Now you do one thing. Spend more time on mathematics, physics, chemistry, if you want to pursue the engineering stream. If you want to go to biology, medical, then you study physics, chemistry and biology. More time. You can manage other subjects with less time also. You should be able to manage, but spend more time on these subjects. Because this will help you in your further. Let us say after 12th you want to write NEET. For NEET, you have to have a good in physics, chemistry and biology. So what do you want? You want to be a DSP, okay? But DSP will be only after you have become graduate. So what do you want to do after 12th? Degree. Degree in what? Degree you want to do BA, BSc, or you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer? Engineer? Then you put more time on mathematics. Physics, chemistry, mathematics. 1 hour mathematics a day is less. You must spend at least minimum 2 hours on mathematics every day. 5 sums, unless sometimes the sum can be difficult, it may take more time, but 5 sums is less. You need to spend more time, more sums. Okay? Study hard. Study hard, proper time management. Don't waste time. And after your plus 2, if you wish to be an engineer, you go to having an engineering degree. After that, you can become a DSP. There are lot many engineers who are now in IPS. So many engineers are there. So, you can be a very good police officer. Just study hard properly. Be focused, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I think I wish I could spend more time. I have a clerk, you will only be a clerk. You dream to be a driver, you will be a driver. If you dream to be a space scientist, you will be a space scientist. Nobody can stop you. If you dream to be a renowned doctor, you will become a renowned doctor. This is the time. This coming, those who are in 11th, 12th, you have to work very hard. Those who are in 8th, 9th, you also have to work very hard. Don't waste time. Time is the most precious thing for all of you. Because this time, you will never get back in your life again. A day is lost today, his day is lost forever. So, don't let your day go waste. And when you are going to sleep in the evening, in the night, before you sleep, spend 5 minutes thinking what all you have done today, what all you have studied. Try to recap a few minutes, 5 minutes. That will tell you whether you have wasted your day or you have used your day. If you have wasted your day, you realize it, next day you will not waste it. If you have not wasted, used it, then it is a rehearsal. It is now you have recapped it, that what you have done, it comes in your memory. So, manage your dream big, work hard, manage your time properly, and in the night when you are going to sleep, before you sleep, spend 5 minutes on thinking after the light is off. You think what all did morning, which all subject you studied, which all, what, all those things, recap it. And after that, close it and sleep. Okay? All the best. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Governor will now felicitate the two speakers of the day, Thiru Anbuvanan, Selvi Yarni, and the other 4 students who have cleared the NEET exam through their sheer determination and hard work. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Thiru Anbuvanan. Thiru Anbuvanan, we can have claps. This is just a beginning. Tomorrow, students who are sitting on this side of the podium can come there and share your thoughts like Anbuvanan. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate Selvi Yarni. The Honorable Governor will now felicitate the MBBS students from the tribal community who have achieved their dreams through sheer determination and hard work. We have Ajay Kumar who will be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Shweta is being felicitated by the Honorable Governor. S. Shweta, congratulations Shweta, congratulations Kumar. Srimati will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. We heard Srimati just a few minutes back, her inspiring speech. Swati will now be felicitated by the Honorable Governor. Congratulations, Swati. Thank you, achievers. All the best. The Honorable Governor will now present books for the libraries of schools which will be received by the respective headmasters and students. EMR School, Abhinavam, Salem District. Ekalavya Model Residential School, Abhinavam, Salem District. The headmaster and students are receiving the books for their library, for their school library from the Honorable Governor. EMR School, Abhinavam, Salem District is followed by EMR School, Yerkat, Salem District. Ekalavya Model Residential School, Yerkat, Salem District. The headmaster and students of Ekalavya Model Residential School, Yerkat, Salem District is receiving the books from the Honorable Governor. Ekalavya Model Residential School, Sengarai, Namakkal District. The headmaster and the students will receive the books from the Honorable Governor. The students and headmaster of Ekalavya Model Residential School, Attipattu, Thiruvannamalai District will now receive the books from the Honorable Governor. EMR School, Padurnadu, Tirupattur District is now receiving the books from the Honorable Governor. The students and the headmaster of Ekalavya Model Residential School, Padurnadu, Tirupattur District is receiving the books from the Honorable Governor. EMR School, Empalada, the Nilgiris District will now receive the books from the Honorable Governor. EMR School, Empalada from Nilgiris District. EMR School, Vellimalai from Kallakurichi District will receive the books from the Honorable Governor. Ekalavya Model Residential School, Vellimalai, Kallakurichi District. Ekalavya Model Residential School, Kumari, Chengalpat District will receive the books from the Honorable Governor. Students and headmaster of Kendriya Vidyalaya School, IIT Chennai will now receive the books from the Honorable Governor. Thank you, sir. Now we request the Honorable Governor to deliver the... Now we call upon the Deputy Secretary University to propose the vote of thanks.
I feel extremely elated to propose the word of thanks on behalf of Raj Bhavan on this most momentous occasion of Second Janjatiya Gaurav Divas, the Tribal Pride Day. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Governor for the guidance. We were able to celebrate a meaningful program for the students, with whom the Honorable Governor's extensive interaction has given these young minds and those present here an innate sight about history and a clear path towards making India the world leader. Thank you, sir. I thank our respected Principal Secretary to Honorable Governor for always guiding us to conduct the program with valuable inputs. The constant motivation has always urged us to deliver the best. Thank you, sir. I thank Director of Tribal Welfare for gracing this occasion. Thank you, sir. I thank Mr. Anbuvanan and Ms. Yalini for rendering a thoughtful speech on the roots and roles of tribal leaders in freedom struggle. I thank the 4 students who enrolled in MBBS recently, especially the parents for their support. My heartfelt thanks to Vice Chancellor of MGR University, Anna University, teachers and students of Yegalaiva Model Residential School and Kendriya Vidyalaya School students and students of Periyar University, MGR University and Madras University for their valuable presence. I thank representatives from NGOs of the tribal welfare and other dignitaries who took off their valuable time to be part of this wonderful program. I take this opportunity to thank friends from press and media for taking such value-based programs organized by Raj Bhavan to the people. This note would be incomplete if I don't thank my colleagues, officers and staffs of Raj Bhavan family who are ever ready to make such momentous occasions organized by Raj Bhavan a grand success. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We now request you all to raise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गादा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Time for the memory to last. We have group photograph. The students, faculties and participants will now take group photograph with the Honorable Governor. First we have the students and faculties of Eklavya Model Residential School, Abhinavam, Salem District. They'll be taking a group photograph with the Honorable Governor. EMR School, Abhinavam, Salem District will be followed by EMR School, Yerkad, Salem District. EMR School, Abhinavam, Salem District. I request the students and faculty members of EMR School, Yerkad, Salem District to be ready. They will be followed by EMR School, Sengarai, Namakkal District. The third group who will be taking photograph with the Honorable Governor is EMR School, Sengarai, Namakkal District. The fourth group will be AMR School, Attipattu, Thiruvannamalai District. AMR School, Attipattu, Thiruvannamalai District will be the fourth group who will be taking the group photograph along with the Honorable Governor. The first group who are taking group photograph with the Honorable Governor is EMR School, Abhinavam, Salem District. They will be followed by EMR School, Yerkad, Salem District. EMR School, Yerkad, Salem District will be followed by EMR School, Sengarai, Namakkal District. The fourth group will be the EMR School, Attipattu, Thiruvannamalai District. The fifth group photograph will be along with the EMR School, Padurnadu, Tirupattur District. The fifth group, faculty and students, kindly be ready. EMR School, Yerkad, Salem District, followed by EMR School, Sengarai, Namakkal District. EMR Sengarai, Namakkal District is